Hello everybody, first month is here. Today with something you may be expected from me. So I bought that Tops 20 anniversary tracker. In the start of this video, I'd like to give you my thinkings or my thoughts, what was like, something in my head. Shall I buy it or don't to buy it? The problem was that I already have T3 model. So basically just for rough now, because we will talk about it a little bit later, these are as a design, length and basically weight, same knives. So let's say why. And T3, as you know, is most of expensive of the Tops trackers. And 20 anniversary tracker T3 is even more expensive. And now I will say I will stop this one and I'll do something what I never did in my video. I'll take the camera, we'll go to computer. Please be patient. I don't have to set it up properly, so it will be just 1-2 minutes, no more. I'll show you something to the topic about the price and these things, because of course the price was that what kept me like back. So I said, okay, the T3 normally is expensive knife, and that anniversary tracker is even more expensive. So will I get really the value for my money? And we go to the computer now. So firstly, we are on the Tops Knives page, on home page, and as we can see that tracker anniversary 20 anniversary tracker is sold out, and the price, as we can see, MSRP is $400 US. Okay, that's pretty much money compared to the, let's say, where we got the tracker T4 Tom Brown tracker Coyote Town is here. That's original Coyote version, and I'm looking for, this is the original. So T1 original as it was designed. So we got 310, but this is a chunk of steel against that, we know. Problem is, as you can see here, I hope you can see here, I've tried to find some information about normal T3 which they are producing now, and same as before, now I can't find on the Tops page any information about T3, even they made a new run. So there is a 20 anniversary, some tracker digger, Tom Brown 4, Tom Brown 2, in different colors, of course. We got the sheet, by the way, for Tom Brown tracker T1, the nylon sheet, which is not normally included. You can buy it for 60 MSRP here. I don't know anyone who's got it. Then Tracker Scout, we got the combo here. We got the normal T1 tracker Coyote Town, I said 310, Tom Brown tracker T2, T1, the normal base version. Sierra Scout, don't know the knife. This Shadow tracker, which is here already long time. A mini Tom Brown tracker, I do have this one, and this HKT, which I don't know what does it mean, HKT, and basically I don't know why is this tracker selection. So as we can see, there is no any more information about T3, and it was there. I've checked it when they released the new version made of 154 cm. Now the new runs, as I said, there was the T3 for a while, I say. Now it is not there again. So if you try to compare again or find information about the T3 tracker, you can't find it here. You have to go to some, seller page. Okay, so we got this one, 400 MSRP. Of course, we can buy the knife somewhere else, which we will probably do. And I'll have a look here. We got this is it. This is Blade HQ. As we can see here, 400. That's the MSRP, and we can have it for roughly 290. Right. Okay. And here I can also. That's good, find information about the new tracker sorry, new T3 tracker, as you can see, gray, so it is not the old black coated version. So this is the new model now which they produce, and we can find the information here, which is a little bit shame because you can find it on original page. And question for me is why? I do not understand why is it. Okay, but back to the price. We said there was roughly for 290, so we seen then roughly 240. So we can buy it on Blade HQ for 240. Okay, and we go back to history, and I'll use this piece of video, just very few seconds. It is from Everyday Tactical Video. Thank you, and I will put the link into the description of this video because I don't like to say this is mine. No, this guy made this video. I'm glad for it, and if he, I hope, will be not piss off for me, I will use just a few seconds about that. I'll try here.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking probably 10, maybe 20 bucks more than the 154 CM version.
So, I hope you heard that. So 10, 20 bucks more than the original. And as you can see, 290 minus 240 isn't 10 or isn't 20, isn't even 30. So I say 10 plus 20 it is a 50 bucks more. And if they got the knife now in the hand made of the material, they should know what the knife will cost us. So not 10 bucks, not 20 bucks, but 50 bucks, which is different. Okay, so this is something what really kept me back. So I'll stop it now. So we are back from that PC. It was 5 minutes exactly, so I hope it wasn't that long. And of course the question was, shall I buy it? Because you see, I was a little bit, if you are a company which is producing knives and you already have the prototype, you should know how much it will be. And I don't say it will break my account, there's max 30 bucks difference. I said, he said 10, 20, and I'm counting, okay, plus 30 is 50. Okay, so I said that's plus 30 more. But 50 bucks, and here, if I say this one, 50 bucks that's some money. You can buy a whole cheap, okay, knife. Okay, I said 50 bucks. Oh, it's not that cheap. 50 bucks you can buy. So yeah, you know that for 100 bucks, if I extend it, for 100 bucks, you can buy really a good knife. So the difference is really, really a big one, because we said there is same thickness, same, it should be same material of the micarta, but it is thicker. Okay, but I don't think it is the deal breaker, that micarta. So only what I'm thinking is the deal breaker should be the S35VN steel, and I can't say if it's that much more expensive than 154 CM. Maybe I don't know. And of course, because this is collectors, and they said it is a little bit unfortunately for me, they said this is something like this is great for collectors, knife collectors or something, which a little bit described why they made this. I don't know how many they made this. I heard some have 500, maybe 500. I'm not sure if 1,000, because this is still not that much for whole world. This 500 is. I think the Bark River, I got the tracker. They made 500 these, and I've seen they're still available to buy. Okay, I believe this is not knife for everyone, so I can believe, but it is. If it is 500 of them, that's not that much for all the world. As I said, just 500. They should sell it only in the inside of USA, probably. So, but so I'm happy that I got it as an opportunity for the very first time, as an opportunity to buy it. That's great. That's great. So. The question was there, shall I buy it? Because I like T3 tracker, as you know, because it's my with Bark Mini Aurora is my, as I said, basic setup now, and now I got opportunity to buy the same knife, basically the same knife, even more expensive. So I did it, as you can see. I did it, and it is only because I get a discount as a, like, you know, true customers. I bought the knife, more knives there, so I get about 10% discount, which I went a close, really close to the original price. I mean, for the T3 base model. They said, okay, I can do that. So probably I will not buy it for the real price, for the base price, because I can see really value until I have it in my hand. You know how it's working. And something, of course, there was the second thing, the steel. That was the point why I bought the knife for real use. I said, okay, I don't have any knife made of S35VN steel, so I'd like to see how it stands. I have read some description from manufacturer of the steel, and it seems to be superior. You may be surprised, but even as a stainless steel compared to 154 cm, the S35VN should be better as a stainless steel than 154 cm. That's what I've read. I am not metallurgist or something, but I have read it, and I can find it. If you really ask for it, I will find it. But you know, so I said okay, and someone says it is easy to sharpen than 154 cm, which was really harder, as I said, compared when I did the regrinding here, and compared to T1 tracker, which is 1.5 millimeter thicker. So, and I did lots of work on that tracker T1, and I believe if I should do that same job on T3 154 cm version, it will be hell job. I don't want to do it, but if I must say okay, I want to do it, I will know. That's why I got the combo with Mini Aurora. As I said, I've got this like rough blade, so for chopping, splitting, so this will survive more abusing, if I say that. And for the easy things, I got the Mini Aurora. This concept I'm keeping still. This is still in my head, and I always do this one. So finally, you wait for something, of course, for something else. So I bought the knife. As you can see, I didn't take off these belts because I don't think it is necessary, because you can see, for example, different thickness, just like here. And I got a caliper here, and so I will say it firstly in inches. This is 0.65 inches, sorry, this is the original, 0.65 of an inch. This one is in the widest part, I would say, is nearly 1 inch, 0.98, so nearly 1 inch thick. And I go to contouring, I will speak about it a little bit later. And this is 0.87 of an inch, so it's 0.12 difference, which is something like 2-3 millimeters different. And I got here for comparing the original T1, just to know, wow, imagine even the biggest model, the heaviest model, T1 tracker, has 0.81, so it is even thinner than this model. So I would say the T3, the anniversary tracker, has the thickest handle out of all these tops tracker. I will not speak about the Bark River because this is not in the game. I'm speaking about it now. So this is more flat, I would say, and this is more rounded, and you can see it. You can see it here. This is the original T1, and I'll put it here like this one. Also, you can hear. You can see length, of course, and the thickness of the handle. The thickness of the blade is same like that one is should be 0.19, which is 5.2 millimeters. Interesting is when I tried and used the caliper, there is the black coating on T3, the original version, and this is this is stone wash. Oh, this stone wash, it should be the same like I got on my Topps Silent Hero. I think it's the same coating. So interesting was the thickness. Sorry about that. That was alarm which stopped the video. The thickness of the coating of original T3, I mean original with 154 cm steel, is 0.1 millimeter thicker than this stone wash coating. When I measure this one, this is like 5.2 millimeters and this is like 5.1, and I don't think it is because the steel, because I can see when I'm seeing like this one, this is more smooth, you know, this is not like that hard coating like on this knife. So I believe this coating will work better because it will be not that how to say that, oh, I forget the word. Oh God. You know what I mean. It will more slip. Oh, sorry, I forget the word. Don't use it that much. So simply it will bite a little bit easy into the material than this one, or even of course the T1 tracker. You know, so this is something I think good to know. The second thing is basic design and length is the same, nearly, but I put it on. I use the T1 as a table. Just have a look where the scales starts. I hope you can see where the scales start and finish. Now they are sitting. So it seems to me that when I had it on my table, the new model, the anniversary, is a little bit shorter in the handle, but to be honest, it is not. I don't think so. Maybe it was just something like that. We got different screws here. These are like rounded. The head is rounded. Here, the head is simply flat. And we got the black liners. And we got the red liners as a normally. Okay, the teeth here and everything here is same. We got 7 teeth. We got this space, as I said, this only T3 tracker got this space about 1 centimeter, because as you can see here, we're going up T1. This is T1 original. If we go up, and now we got nearly immediately we go down for the first T. Not here. We got this space. Only T3 model got it, and here is the same. So this is really T3 model. There is nothing else, nothing special on it in overall design. I a little bit expected they will improve the grind, as I always say that I don't like these secondary bevels. I use this caliper to find the height of the secondary bevel. Oh, it's 0.04, which should be, well, yeah, it's 1.2 millimeters. So the thickness is about of the, I'll say it now, the silver line, as you can see here, which is the secondary bevel, is 1.2 millimeters high. That's too high. It is same as on this T3 original, and it was the same on T1 model on the original. So there will be not any slice improving, as I said. This angle and everything is still the same. I even measured this, hold the section from the grinding to the real edge, and it was 17. Yeah, it is 60 millimeters, and I'll keep the distance there, and it is. I'll try this one. Yeah, 16.2, but I did it something here, so it's 16. So it is exactly the same, even with the grind. So there will be no any slice improving on the knife. It will be same. I said X for me. Sorry, I said that it's X blade, because because on my another knife, which I got, I mean Lion Steel and Charon, if you see the Charon 3 knife, there is the secondary bevel 0.8. This is 1.2, so it is minus 1/3, and really the slicing ability you really can see when you slice with that and this, even it is sharp, you can't compare it really. I heard some guy who said that the Tops is keeping these angles because he tried to prevent the real edge damaging from improperly used. Well, what does it mean? You know, I don't understand. This is knife for slicing. If somebody using as a hammer or, you know, something, you can't prevent it anyway if he will be really stupid. So I don't know. And to be honest, if you've seen my bootlegger, Tops bootlegger video, where was the blade 4 point, you know, there was the you know, the step down, as you can remember, that it was full thickness was 1/4 inch, so 6.5 millimeters, say, and there was just 6 millimeters just down, and there was step 1 millimeter from each side, and then it came to real edge. In that edge really slice much better than this one or this one and this one. If you've seen that video, I was really surprised how sharp the relatively steep angle can be. So why they don't did it here, I do not understand. So, but in the other hand, I said this is the thickest handle out of the truckers back to the handles. The micarta here, it should be the same micarta like this one, not like the Bark River trucker used there's I say slip micarta. This is not the kind. This is really nice. You feel it. You feel. Maybe you heard that, you know, there is some retention when I do this one. So it is nice, like warm. I said it's not cold, like it is not slip. The brown micarta, I don't know if they call it some name, I don't know. Brown micarta is I don't know how to say that. This just the color. Okay, it is not bad, definitely. When you go to forest, you got something like this one, and now you see the really nice contouring of the handles, which you can see it on any of tracker. You can see just marks. They want to do it or something like that. You know, this is T1, as I said, and of course you can see something a light similar on the original T3, but it can't be something like this one. This is simply really, you can see really down, and it is nice. So this one was the second thing I want to buy, because I say I like to have full grip. That's why I put this these tapes here. So I don't need, as I said on the video, I don't need it here. But when I chop, this is really much better to have some mass in your palm, and then you chop. You can chop here. You got it already, so I don't need it. I don't need to put it there. Of course, I think one from the problem is of the full tank is when you use the knife in a cold situation or relatively cold. I mean somewhere where you don't use gloves, but it is already cold, or you know. So it could a little bit make your hand colder, but it is just bit. It will probably not the big problem. Otherwise, if I find that problem, I will wrap it also. But not as thick as this one is. Just simply to cover the steel. That's it. But I will see. So from this one, you can hear I will use the knife. As I said, I'm not collector, or I'm not that collector which is buying knife and put it on the display. No, I will use the knife, and probably I will replace the knife, this knife, for this one, simply because the better steel and everything. I will try. I'll see. What else? Oh, okay. So as I said, the overall design is same. I got some here pictures from the scale. So as you can see here, this is 405 grams for the new tracker, for the anniversary version, which you can compare it with, include the include the tapes, 397 grams. That's 8 grams more. But if I'll take off the tapes, it will be a little bit lighter. But difference in between should be more. There should be 1.5 ounce. If I check the descriptions on the Blade HQ, the weight, different weight between the original T3 and the model, the anniversary T3, should be about 40 grams, which is 1.5 ounce about. And I don't think so. You know, I don't think that I got 20 grams of the tapes on it. Definitely. Let's go. And for you guys from abroad, this is 4.3 ounces. So this is the 405 grams and 14.3 ounces, and yeah, and 14.0 ounces for the original, included tape. So that's not really a big deal, but it is good to know the new anniversary tracker is a little bit heavier, little bit. And now we're going to check it out. Sorry. Okay, yes. What I want to say, I will speak about the sheet a little bit later, but because I'm speaking now about the weight, we got the leather sheet which comes with a tracker, anniversary tracker, and it weighs, as you can see, 7.5 ounces, which is 215 grams. I will read just the ounces because, and I will say the grams only. Altogether, it is 21.8 of ounces, which is 1 pound and 5.8 ounces. Let's say roughly 1 pound and 6 ounces. 1 pound and 6 ounces is overall weight. The tracker, new tracker anniversary includes the sheet, which is 619 grams, very roughly same weight as a T1 tracker, just the knife without the sheet. And why I'm telling this one, I made of course, as I said, it is the sheet only is 7.5 ounces, the sheet only. And if I'll take the original sheet, and now that's important, I will not unscrew it because I don't want it, this is not that important maybe, but this setup, as you can see here, so there are two sheets, weight 7.1 ounces. So this setup sheet is even lighter than this one, you know. And then I made this one weighs 202 grams, by the way, and 694 grams. And guys, this setup, as you can see here, weighs 694 grams. 694 grams, which is 1 pound and 8.5 ounces. And I believe that's why I'm telling this one, that I believe this is a little bit overbuilt sheet, but as I said, I will speak about it a little bit later. Now, something maybe important is point of balance. That was something what I was surprised. As you can see, the point of balance is somewhere on this line, somewhere, basically where every trackers got it. You know, somewhere where is this line, somewhere here, all the trackers got the point of balance. So when you grab the tracker here, your index finger is on the point of balance. Same on this knife. So that's something really Good, nice. So the handling is, you know, you're feeling the same. Even T1 tracker, yeah, especially now I believe this is exactly here. Maybe the T1 is just few millimeters forward to the blade, but just we are speaking about 2-3 millimeters, which is something like that. Yeah. Okay. I'll try. Moment. So this will be not some scientific test. You hope you understand. Just I'm inside, as you can see, in my room. So I will not chop and do something like this one. Maybe I will do the test, outside test, just a bit comparing, because I am expecting very similar result as a T3 tracker. Maybe, and I hope for the handling will be better because the handle, and to speak about the edge retention, it takes a time when I will really sharpen. Probably I will do the convex as I did on T3. So this is, we are going into it. So this is not something scientific, please. Sorry about if you are expecting here something super, it will be not. It will be just easy in my room. Just, you can see, this is original edge. I didn't touch it, even with steel, anything. Just, it is like, it came just like that. So, see that? Nothing really super. It's great. So this is the paper, as you can see. So this is the original edge and the tip, but nothing perfect with that. I got this is dried. I don't know why I took it in my room. I did some, you know, something here. I tried some sharpening, so I tried to do something on that. This stick, actually this wood is softer, but it is dried now. It's about 2-3 weeks in my room, so it is not that soft as it was. So as you can see, go a little bit back. So the handling now is quite comfortable because the rounded handle, but it is not, you know, I really need to put some effort into it. I wouldn't say definitely this is slicer, definitely not. Just comparing with my modified grind, and nothing special on this one also, but I feel this one better because simply I destroyed the secondary bevel. I did some convex. Just for this one, this is T1, so thicker blade with the convex. And now I am not using any effort. Just the knife is doing this one. So the convex here probably beats these two, even super steel knife. That's a bit shame. So as I said, this is not something scientific, but just the bark. As you can see, now I'll just use slice push, but just some small soft pushes. But if I want to go into wood, it is not working really. So nothing really special. So if someone's expected from super steel some super performance out of the box, as I said, probably, I'm sorry, it will not work in this way. So it is normal, it is better steel, and I can't find the hardness. Sorry, moment. That was a surprise for me. No. That's the shame also, because no, there is not any information about hardness, but I believe I've seen it when they put on tops homepage, when they put the new T3 normal version, there was hardness. There was hardness, and it was 56 to 58, I think. So there was, but not now. So we can, you know, I don't know if in this way I'm a little bit pissed off, because you buy so expensive knife and you don't have all information. Many mid-range companies on their product, which cost you 80, 100, 120, 150 bucks, you can find hardness, because you know what are you after. You are know where you know the game. Here you don't know the game, so it is a little bit, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, because you know, this should be the first level stuff. You know what I mean? This is something like high. This one in a steel and performance is probably the best tops made knife. They never used the better steel than this one is, and the contouring and simply what they did on the knife, there is no comparison on tops in tops knives. And their lack of informations, I mean the hardness, for example, and maybe I'm stupid and I didn't check the tops page. Unfortunately, no. So I'm not that stupid. There is no information on the tops page about the hardness of the knife. Basically, the thickness of the knife is really 0.19. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. So we'll see how this steel will perform. I'll maybe I'll do some short, like in-use video. But by the way, you got a flag here. USA. There's no made into it USA now, and you can see the logo is different. Sorry. It's original, so you can see two different logos. This is X339 model, 20th anniversary edition on that. That was basically about the knife, and now very roughly about the sheath. What is inside? You'll be surprised. A whistle. I got hundreds of these. The pocket is great. You can see some guys put there some boxes, survival boxes, which probably you can buy in USA. We don't have it here, but I've seen I can buy SE. Maybe I'll buy it and put it inside. I'm not sure, and I'm not sure because I still don't know if I will use the sheath. The sheath is something what was really kept me back as a second thing. You know, that was really, I said, when I seen it, I said, oh, that's, wardrobe. This is wardrobe compared to the sheath. Take out this one. This is really light, very compact, very functional sheath. Okay, without the pocket, of course. But as you can see, the pocket, this cap, have I said it? This one, the lock here, is stitched right here. See the white line? There is a step. So this is just a piece of this one stitched here, and it makes simply the end. I don't know how strong it is. There is no any I'll say how to say that steel sorry, like for example this one. This is from original sheet from Bark River. So something like this one, which you can be sure that it will be there even if the stitching, okay, it is glued together probably, but it is something really, some metal is in the way of the blade. Nothing here, of course the blade is here, but as you can see there is no these parts on this one also. I don't know, but why not? This couldn't be, good idea, bad idea. I don't know. This is definitely, the pocket is not problem. The problem is definitely somewhere else. Firstly, when I've seen it, and you see the knife there, all of us knows you know, the Scouts carry. Where do you hear the Scouts carry of knife for the first time? I believe in movie Haunted, or after that when you see guys carry this like Scout style, so on the back. I never seen it before, never. Maybe you know, but I never seen it before. So I believe this is like influence of the truckers. But this is the basic setup. So if you turn it, now you put it on your bed, on your belt. So as you can see, you could hear these loops. You can keep. So left handy. Of course, probably you can turn the knife. I don't did it. You can turn the knife and do it on the other side. But why I don't do it? Why I don't did it and will probably not do it? And this is the thing I was out of that. Just watch. I don't know. I used it a couple of times, so maybe it's now a little bit softer. See the scratches over here? Inside, I mean, here. The thickness of the sheet is thinner than the blade is, and the blade is here on the side is squared. So you got something what is squared, and then it is covered by some U shape. So it means when you pull it off, when you pull it out, the teeth, which are like turned to the back side, starting to slice the leather. And what is harder, leather or the steel? You can imagine. So it is damaged. You know, always when I pull the knife off, I'm worried how much of leather I will take off again and again. So I took it a couple of times, and I don't know, it would be great if you can see it inside, but probably you probably can't. So the problem is there. This is as you can see, this red part is finished here, somewhere here. So where I got the finger here, so somewhere here, and there is a line, there is a step, and the knife needs to go through the step. So it always grab the step and pull some leather. So the point is, I'm always worried I will destroy the sheet. Maybe not. Maybe if I put some oil on it, maybe like we say, it sits down and so everything simply will work. But I'm really worried that I will really destroy the sheet, because it is logical. You know, there is logic on it. I'll try. The knife we say is 5.2 millimeters. So I'll try to grab the middle side of this. This is it. So this part, which is like side of the sheet, has 4.2 millimeters, and the blade has 5.2. So it means, of course, they made it thinner because they want to keep the knife in. You know, there is not that movement inside, which is good idea, but I think it is not the best how they made it. So I believe if I use it widely, and now I got the knife here, so I can do it. A few times I just took the knife and I use it here, and then I did, this one simply to take off these teeth a little bit out and then remove it. Something different will be when it will be on my hip, and I will really use it in forest when I will have just one angle, one hand, and I will not care about the sheath. Simply pull it off, and put it back. That will really destroy. I believe it will destroy the side. Maybe not that dramatically. It will really destroy the sheet, like definitely, but definitely that will be scratch it too much. And the question for me is, why simply they don't keep this sheath? For what? because this one, the T3, was great, fast, easy, light. That's important, very light compared to that, as we can see on that. Just sorry about that. We got this setup 7.1 ounces with the second sheet, and we got a 7.5, I think it was. Yeah, 7.5. So this one is, I would say, plus 30% of this one. And you can say you got the pocket there. Yeah, but you know, and I'll try to. Okay, I'll put it in a different way. Just how bigger is simply the sheet, this one sheet. Oh, sorry. I can see, maybe I can't hear. Sorry. Oh, I put it in this way. Both of them should sit, so you can see there's 2 stitchings on this one. So that part is 1 centimeter about, plus all around, everything you see around. I don't know. This one is bigger problem because basically overall I'm happy with the knife. The knife itself, I'm happy with that, but I'm not happy with the sheet. Even it looks great and the leather should be nice and everything else. I'm not saying this knife is this sheet is it doesn't worth of that money, but I don't think it is. I think basically think properly. You know, somebody didn't realize maybe that you will pull this one and you will destroy the leather. I know it. I made the sheets, as you can see, and I know how these things works on that. So I did the mistake once, so then I fixed that, and they did it on this anniversary version, which is why nobody tried it and say okay, it will not work, so try put it there. And maybe and that was the point. If they said it is a good piece for collectors, maybe they don't realize that someone will be really use the knife and say okay, they will buy it, keep it there, put it in the display, and you're done. If someone is really made that knife with this idea, first I'm sad, and second I don't know what to say. Because imagine that you made basically the best knife all out of your production, even with best steel out of your production, and you just made it to put it on display. I will not think about this one. And last thing is, it looks like the knife is sitting there properly, but as you can see, there is huge. I can put my finger in. See that? So this is definitely not tied up. See the gap? It's both the gap from the side. You know, it is going this way. There is no any. There is no any steel part, so it is stitched there. And second thing, this is the loop. This one, sorry, no, it's not a loop. The snap is here. It is the kind of snap that you can use it only from one side, which is great, you say. But sometimes, if you are in forest, you don't need to lock it because the knife is there, is heavy. So when you got it on your hip, it will not fall. So sometimes I did this one on my knives, and I locked it here. So I will be not worried that when I pull the knife off, I will slice this strap. Not here. Because of that, you can do it from one side only, so you can do it from the other side or any of other sides. And it is there. So, yeah guys, so what do you think about it? So, thank you very much for your attention and hope to see you on the next video. Have a nice time. Bye.